The current model of a Polish family moves away from the traditional sample from more than a decade ago. Structural change and introduction of free market economy indeed influenced the way of thinking about the role of the family in the society. A contemporary picture of a Polish family does not fall far away from a sample of Western European model. The traditional home, where several generations lived simultaneously, is actually gone. A family is a group composed of persons related to each other by way of marriage, parenting or adoption. Traditionally, the man has had a role of the leader in the family. In the last decade, Polish people have strayed away from the regular role division in the household. A common conviction exists, that the marriage should rely on partnership, and the man and woman should make decisions together on important issues. It also happens that the role of the head of the family is fulfilled by the woman. Matriarchy, however, is not very popular, and not many men would honestly admit that it's not them who are ruling the roost. The number of offspring on which couples in Poland decide upon has been clearly falling for the last few years. This is the reason why the natural growth has drastically decreased. A common conviction exists, that raising children is a very absorbing occupation. After completing the studies, buying a house and making a career, young Polish women decide on motherhood. Setting aside the decision of having a child for the first time after making progress in their professional position and securing a convenient social status, causes some marriages to remain childless. The relations in the Polish family make way for change because of an increase in the pace of life. The reason behind it is the consumption model of life created by the media. Poles spent less time at home, work very hard, are often not present in their child's upbringing. To ensure their children the highest standard of life, brand clothes and expensive toys, they work overtime. Even when they are home, members of the Polish family rarely sit down together at the table. Instead of talking, walking and making room for leisure activities with their children, most of the free time is spent in front of the TV and computer. The model of the Polish family in the last years has succumbed to a serious change, and that in the least it is not to the advantage of its members. The family home stopped being the bedrock, a place where generations gathered and where someone was always present. The members of the family slowly moved away from each other. They shut themselves out in their own world, they have an inclination to attend to their own interests, not sharing them with the rest of the family members. There are more and more of these broken families and plenty of unhappy children.